Welcome back to the zombie apocalypse. As you can see, there's a trailer actually there. I didn't change anything, so at least the game's consistent about being inconsistent. Anyway, the plan for today is I want to grab some of those bricks I mentioned, which I'm assuming and hoping are going to be at the construction site near McCoy's where we've been a couple days ago. Gonna refuel the car at some point. No, power is guaranteed to be off, right? So any gas station we can't really do anything with yet. But we do have a couple gas cans back at base, and we do know, at least at McCoy's, there was one more car with like 4 gas cans in the trunk that we didn't rescue. So I'm not too concerned. Heading out this way because I was kind of looking at the map here just a second ago. And I kind of want to fill in the gaps here, just to see what kind of paths there are. There's also something to be said about hitting up that other house here on the way that has had a propane gas grill, so we can get some more propane for car dismantling. The other thing I should keep in mind is that we haven't had a helicopter event in a couple days. Haven't really taken the time yet to search for the station. So what I did do between episodes though is go through the various books that we had found both last time around and also previously. Like I finally read all the magazines we had in store, and I think I also read some of the regular tier 1 books. Did I finish the welding book? I think this time around, yes. Yeah, multiplayer free. That's finished up. So let me see. What kind of road is this? Okay, this connects to there. There's a little... What is this? A little barn there? Also, a bunch of zombies in the fields here. Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to clean all of this out. Oh, I think I saw an animal inside this building here. Like poking through the wall, running around like very stressed out. Well, it's very sad for the animal, but don't have time for you right now. Ooh, there's a wrecked car here though. We have the time for this. However, do we have the peace and quiet for this, with no zombie coming after me? Checking, triple checking. That one seems to be on a mission. Okay, let's get this sorted here. Pieces, pipes. I actually Scraps we realized we can also use for nails and stuff. It's basically everything here is good stuff. Except for that. Don't really think I ever found a use for aluminum fragments or for electrical parts. Although I guess probably some electrical stuff that I never really looked into. Yeah, we do have I did also a little bit of fishing, so we got a couple tiny unsliceable, too small for slicing fish here, cooked up. Fishing hasn't really been great though, I gotta say. Like, so far it's really always just these tiny unsliceable fish. Not the big chunky ones. Right, I'm gonna head down this road, which should lead us all the way over to McCoy's, and catch up there. Well, this is awkward. Apparently, so far we've always come to McCoy's from this road, down Buck Road. We haven't actually been through this, and in my let's just add any modded map that I find for Build 42 effort, there's a modded map here. I don't know what this is. Some little settlement thing. This looks like a school building. At least I've seen it used as a school in various other modded maps. Right. Residential stuff. Bus stop. Gas station. Couple cars here and there. All kind of very tiny here. Very small village town feel. Laundromat. Of course, you gotta have your trailer park. One big farmhouse, and that's it. That's it. Okay, this is probably not the best spot on the map to pause. Yeah, I guess there's something behind this, or maybe behind the trailer park. I don't know. This is very, very tiny, but also kind of conveniently located here between the spots. Not given our car condition, I'm not sure how much I want to do a little exploration trip through that area. We got plenty of time in the day. Let's put some effort into this, right? First of all, did I check out these things? Probably not. Check these cars out, and I want to drag them off the street here. This thing has gas even. That was not the smartest move. It was a little bit, you know, too much swing into it. Yeah, maybe that's the next big objective, leveling up mechanics. But for that, we really need multiple cars back at the base, because leveling with just a single car Just means you can only do so much in a single day. Was enough to drag this away? Probably. It's gonna be good enough here for me. Nice to have it actually off the road, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm usually driving in the middle of the road anyway. Like in game 2. Alright, so we're not interested in actually going there, but rather this little side road should lead us to a construction site, which technically is not a building yet. Actually not gonna have a way to drive in here. Well, I guess technically there's a stairwell going down here, I think, if I see that correctly. Or maybe it should be, I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. It seems very suspicious. Okay, so there was a change in some of the patches that allowed you now to interact with these. Take bricks. Which gives us 20 bricks? What did we say, 4 for a wall? And they only have a weight of 0.3. That's gonna be nice. It would be nice if we could get in here. Oh, yes, we can disassemble this. That's... It's my welding torch. Didn't I put it in here? Did I put it back in here? Yes, I did. Okay, before we do that, though... I think I saw something here along this path. Yes, there's another car here. What are you? Two boxes of nails. Okay. That is jackpot if I've ever seen one here. And did we ever get a rubber hose? I think we did get a couple. Another generator magazine, because, hey, who wouldn't have a generator magazine? I guess we can also check the rest of the vehicle. Rope, sure, spare flashlight. And it is a excellent condition. 95 engine quality. No gas, no key. So we'll do a quick foraging trip around this thing. We find everything, but probably not a key. Okay, so did I pick? Yeah, I did pick one starter point in mechanics, so we just have to grind out the second level. We got the electrical from disassembling watches. So that should get us there reasonably quick. Again, the limit is only having one car and being able to do one mechanic stuff per day. Let's throw everything in here that we don't need to carry on us. It's a little bit of waste of propane here, because this is not going to give us any materials because our level is so low, and it's not going to give us any skill points because that's not a thing anymore. Be big enough to drive in there though, and then we can get all of the bricks that are in there. Well, as many as our trunk can hold. A little bit, I'm almost disappointed that there's not a single zombie here. So this makes this a rather uneventful trip, but a productive trip. Alright, let me load up all the stuff and see what we get from this place. So, I was just getting ready here, loading up the last bricks. We have 340 and another 80 on each seat, so 500 bricks ready to rock and roll. And as you might hear from the faint humming in the distance, the helicopter has arrived. Day 33. So yeah, I don't mind just, you know, chilling here in the car, maybe driving around a little bit with the helicopter humming overboard. Now we are a little bit close to Muldrow, maybe? I mean, that's a lot of bricks, right? What did you say? What was it? I think it was 4 bricks for a wall. So that's over 100 walls, 120. Almost 115. No, what? No, way more. What did I say? 500 bricks? So 125? Feel like, you know, with the helicopter circling around, I don't want to drive directly back to base. We can just, you know, drive a little bit around here while being careful about it. So I guess the only limiting factor, now that we have all those bricks, in order to build walls is going to be the cement, for which we need clay and sand. Clay we can gather a little bit around our area here, around the river. So that's not gonna be too bad. Okay, this is getting a little bit too populous here. Sand, we have plenty where that ice cream shop is. With the parking lot, I think the whole parking lot is made out of sand there. Just a matter of grabbing a shovel, grabbing some of our bags and collecting that stuff. Kinda wish I had brought some bags and a shovel here. Could have just taken a whole bunch of sand from that construction site. I didn't remember seeing sand over there. Also, I didn't think about it. As much as this seemed very scripted, you know, like, oh, I found the woodworking van with plenty of nails. Helicopter while we're en route, just after talking about the helicopter event. It's a little bit too obvious, eh? I think I'm just gonna chill out here somewhere. Those army zombies? Nah. Maybe just a couple hunters. Clearly not interested in me moving to some point where the helicopter just made sound behind me. I don't want to drag zombies actually too close to our backup base here, then again. Very little reason outside of eventually getting the cows to ever get back here. Just hoping that the helicopter sound might drag a certain somebody out of their hiding place. I'm not obsessed with that ex-zombie. Not at all. Basically forgotten about him. I'm just gonna sit here, wait for the helicopter to either be over or for this spot to get a little bit too uncomfortable. And the age-old question, how long is the helicopter event gonna be today? Is he coming back for a third hour? Just fast forward time a little bit. I think we're good. Definitely way more zombies still in the fields and in the woods here than I thought. Alright, I'm gonna head back towards the base, and then we're gonna talk about a little bit base building there. So yeah, this is the parking lot at the ice cream shop thing, and it is all sand, and the vehicles are back properly, for now at least. I don't know if that's gonna last this time around. So, there was a suggestion on how we're gonna get in and out of the base eventually, which I'm not 100% convinced yet, but I'm willing to give it a try. So, and that is, instead of where we initially started to chop down some trees and get the road going, instead of going there, we could make a much shorter path through the forest by just going further up north. Let's say like here-ish. Just a couple trees to chop down. And then building a bridge across here. I'm just gonna park here for now and take a look at this. So now the downside is, of course, part of the appeal of this area was, of course, having this natural protection, and building a bridge here kind of compromises it. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's a big deal because there's should be so few zombies in this area. Yeah, I think this is the best spot because it's kind of the furthest extent where the river comes out, or either here or here on this dip. And I want to be then away from this edge as far as possible. So here seems kind of a nice place to do that. So I probably build the bridge across here. That puts, well, I guess this can then be the entrance road, and then building to the left of it. We're gonna need a big parking lot anyway, because I did mention, I think, that I wanted to collect as many cars as possible. One of each type. And yeah, that's just like not even 10 trees we would have to chop down to get a road going this way. And I'm also thinking with the 2 boxes of nails that we found, plus the metal scraps that we have. There's already my chicken coop. I think we should be able to get the bridge for sure, and maybe even get the full road from that edge of the bridge towards the main road going. Although I definitely want to keep some nails, or have some nails for a potential roof on a potential house. Now the other question is, which of these can be moved? The pottery wheel, the hand press, the kiln can't be moved. The butchering hook can't be moved. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I don't want to start here. Let's grab some of those logs, I think. Oh yeah, so I kind of forgot about this. I think I used that before. There's a mod that I'm using here that is called Prestige Craft. The idea behind the mod is that as your skill gets better in a certain category, you get better at doing basic stuff. So most importantly, you know, as your carpentry skill increases, you get more planks out of sawing down one log. So instead of getting the usual 3 planks, I think we're now getting 5 planks with the second level of the prestige craft there. The mod has a little bit, I think, a little bit of an issue because as you get to max rank, it gets a little bit ridiculous. I think we get like 20 logs out of a 20 planks out of a log, which at that point I just used then the level 2 recipe instead of the level 3. But I kind of like the general idea of getting a little bit better as you get higher skill level. All right, so let's see. So one of my concerns about the building a road over water. That's crafting. I need, no, not that. How do I change the categories here again? This one? Yeah. Building, wooden floor. Sometimes it doesn't recognize that you can actually walk across this. 400 XP for a piece of floor. It's pretty good. So if we're just walking and I can't walk across the bridge, that's fine. But if we're driving and my car then bumps into the water front, that's not so fine. I'm assuming that was all the planks we got. Yeah, so we got plenty of nails left. Okay, so that little experiment is working. Please. Yeah, so we can come in here and then have like a big parking lot and then the actual base starting over here. Maybe even a little bit further in, away from the water. And we don't need to build everything crammed on top of each other. We can leave a little bit of room. One thing that I noticed when looking at our chickens, by the way, our little chick here, Lily, that's actually a male chick. So that's going to be a conflict with our current rooster. Once Lily grows up, Bradford is going to go after her, so them. That's something to keep in mind. But that's a problem for future commander here. Alright, so one last thing I want to check here with that cement bucket we have. I'm missing. Okay, I don't have bricks. Fair enough. I don't have enough uses of cement. And I don't have a trowel. That's a lot of things stopping me from doing this. Alright, let me just sort this out. I want to just, before we end the episode, show off how these brick walls look like and how we can build this. So 1 second. Okay, so here we are with a fresh bucket of clay cement and a couple of bricks that I got from the car. Able to make basic brick wall. Let me actually see here. Do we have actually advanced brick walls? Craftsman brick walls. We need masonry level 5. How far away are we from that? Yes. I'm a little bit concerned that the better brick walls are gonna look different, and then it's gonna ruin the whole thing. so as expected, 2 walls is enough to empty my bucket. Yeah, so 2 walls per bucket of clay cement. So that's going to be a lot of clay and a lot of sand collecting. We do have plenty of sacks though, so I can do a little bit of collection, which is probably something we want to do. So part of here, the plan is to actually get a proper little house, the first house we can enter outside of our starting house, where we can sleep in, and not sleep out in the open. So here's my plan as we come into the end of this episode, I think. Let me just sit on the ground and open this up. First of all, I'm fairly certain I have the masonry level 3 book and also carpentry level 4. So there's going to be a lot of reading for my character to do here. Also, I kind of want to go along all of the riverside and collect all the clay that we have. And might do a little trip to collect sand from the ice cream place. And ideally, if I find some stuff to do to get masonry to 5 before we build any additional walls, then I can take a look if they look differently and then kind of come up with a layout. The other thing, if we're gonna do the whole bridge thing, which I guess we're doing because I built the bridge already, that needs, you know, gates then. Gates and walls, at least on our side of the river, maybe even on both sides. I think gate level 4, yeah, we can do this. We're gonna need some door hinges and doorknobs. I know I looted a few that we came across, but I don't think we have enough. I'm fairly certain you can make hinges in the forge. Maybe we need an advanced forge though. Can we make knobs at any point? No. So knobs are going to be the limiting factor. But yeah. So I'm going to do, you know, what I said, a little bit of reading, a little bit of clay collecting, a little bit of wood chopping, and see how much I get done here in the base, and then we'll get some updates next time around. How's the farm looking? Strawberry fern, water level thirsty. I was kind of hoping we get some rain, so I don't have to worry about actually watering the stuff, but maybe I also need to water the crops a little bit. Alright, either way, for now, I'm gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.